This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. So you bought a Fractal unit, or you're thinking about buying one, whether it's a Fractal FM3, FM9 or ActiveX 3, there's one preset on here that I specifically think you should check out because I think it might be one of my favorite factory presets that I've ever heard on any modeler. Now this is preset number 30, I think, and this is based on like a suite of different Trainwreck emulations. Now Trainwreck was an amp company created by Ken Fisher, who's one of these sorts of chaps a little bit like Alexander Howard Dumble, a bit of a genius or a total genius who designed some really interesting amps, started off repairing amps and then went on to do amazing things and then eventually perished, having made a few hundred amps. But we got emulations of his three main models in here, and I think they're all in this preset as well. So let's just dive in. I'll show you the tones. And then what I think we could also do is kind of break apart the elements that are used within this preset, because I think that could be a really good way to get great tones. And you know, when you're thinking about, right, I have a list of presets as long as my arm, I have a list of IRs as long as my arm, and I have a list of amps as long as two arms, then sometimes it can be really helpful to have a few favorites that you could go to and say, right, I know that this amp with this cab sounds incredible. Right, the first scene is the Rocket, and this is based, or maybe it's just based on the Trainwreck Rocket. Maybe it's the Trainwreck Rocket, probably. So it's got that kind of somewhere between a Marshall, somewhere Voxy vibe. And super responsive. We got Liverpool Bright, which is based on his Liverpool amp. Then we got Liverpool. We've got Liverpool Lead, which is scene 5. Liverpool Bright. So yeah, you got like a bunch of flavors of this really awesome kind of Trainwreck inspired stuff. I wanted to dig deeper into this preset and just pick apart some of the things that are making it really work well. hopefully you'll come along for the journey. But that's kind of the rocket. And yeah, check this preset out on each of the Fractal devices, even if you've got an FM3, an FM9 or an Axifex 3. I think you'll enjoy it. As I say, I think this is probably one of my favorite presets that I've ever tried on any device, you know, factory presets. So let's just dive in and see what's going on. If you're not familiar with the way that things work in the Fractal world, you've actually got, you know, a myriad choice of cabs, as we can see here. Like, so knowing which are the ones that are going to work for you or not is kind of important. So when I find one that I really like, I like to kind of make a mental note of it. So this is the one that's used in this preset, cab number 148, a 4x12 Marshall with an own hammer. It must be an own hammer cab, and essentially it's got bite, it sounds full, it's really cool. Another one that I really like is the Legacy Cab 103. If we unmute that or solo that. It's not got quite as much bass as the new cab that I found here, but so yeah, that's one of the aspects that's making it really cool. And another, so these Wrecker cabs are actually at the very end of the list. So we got the Rocket, we got the Liverpool Bright, and we've also got the Express Bright and the Express. So all of these amps, or the Liverpool and the Express specifically, do have bright switches. So that's what you're getting when you press bright. But yeah, the Express is it's just a really, really, really strong model. So if we jump out of this preset a second, let me just use those kind of learnings from that preset to just start from scratch and see if we can build something that sounds really awesome really quickly. Let's go here, out one, input here, input one. And let's see, amp, edit, and we want type, where are you? I'm going to go for the Express Bright, and cab wise, let's go with that 148 in the Legacy section. 148, and then let's just chuck on a little bit of a reverb. We'll go with, I don't know, London Plate. Turn the mix down, and maybe we'll even chuck on a delay. We'll go with Deluxe Memory Man and turn that mix down as well. And without doing anything else really, I imagine get a really cool tone. I'm going to turn down the LFO depth, and all I'll do is add in here a switchable drive. Let's use a Tube Screamer T808 mod, and I'm imagining we got two really great it's just a really solid set of options. So that was what I was using in the introduction there, and that's the preset that I would totally start off with in the any of the Fractal devices. I'll drop this into the folder if you want to use the Buy Me a Coffee link, but go check out those factory presets. Let me know in the comments if you've got others that you really love that other people could get tips from. I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers.